Ladies, confidence isn't just about how you look, how you dress, or how you carry yourself. It's about how you move in your relationships. A truly confident woman brings something different to the table. She doesn't chase love, she attracts it. She doesn't beg for attention, she commands it effortlessly. And most importantly, she doesn't settle for anything less than what she deserves. Too many women shrink themselves in relationships, afraid to speak up, afraid to set boundaries, afraid to lose someone who isn't even showing up for them fully. But a confident woman moves differently. She knows her worth, and because of that, she operates from a place of love, peace, and security, not desperation or fear. And when a woman stands in her confidence, she creates a relationship that is strong, fulfilling, and built on a foundation of real respect and love. A confident woman understands that communication is the foundation of any strong and healthy relationship. She doesn't leave her partner guessing about her thoughts, feelings, or needs. Instead, she expresses herself clearly, openly, and honestly. She knows that love is built on understanding, and understanding can only come from real conversations. She doesn't believe in playing games or using passive aggressive tactics to get her point across. She values direct, respectful communication because she knows that is the key to true connection. She also understands the importance of listening. Communication is not just about talking, it's about making sure both people feel heard and understood. A confident woman doesn't just wait for her turn to speak, she actively listens. She pays attention, asks questions, and seeks to understand where her partner is coming from. She doesn't jump to conclusions or assume the worst. Instead, she creates a space where her partner feels safe to open up, knowing that his feelings and thoughts will be respected. A confident woman is not afraid of difficult conversations. She doesn't run from conflict or sweep issues under the rug. She understands that avoiding problems only makes them grow, so she faces challenges head on with maturity and composure. She expresses her concerns without attacking, blaming, or belittling. Instead of making her partner feel defensive, she communicates in a way that invites understanding and resolution. She uses I statements rather than you accusations, focusing on how she feels rather than pointing fingers. She is also secure enough to be vulnerable. Many people hold back in relationships out of fear of rejection, fear of being misunderstood, or fear of seeming weak. But a confident woman knows that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. She is willing to open up, to share her emotions, and to express what she truly needs from her partner. She doesn't bottle up her feelings or expect her partner to read her mind. She makes it clear how she wants to be loved, and in doing so, she allows her partner to step up and meet her where she is. Another key aspect of her confidence in communication is that she remains calm and composed even when emotions run high. She doesn't resort to yelling, silent treatment, or emotional manipulation. She understands that her words carry weight and she chooses them wisely. She knows that effective communication isn't about winning an argument, but about strengthening the relationship. And because she communicates with clarity and honesty, her partner respects her, trusts her, and feels deeply connected to her on an emotional level. A confident woman understands that love should never be forced or begged for. She knows her worth and carries herself with the assurance that she deserves respect, effort, and genuine affection. Because of this, she does not issue ultimatums in her relationships, she simply sets standards. There is a huge difference between the two. Ultimatums come from a place of control and fear, while standards come from self respect and clarity. She does not demand that someone love her a certain way. She requires it naturally by the way she carries herself. When a woman has standards, she doesn't need to chase, plead, or convince anyone to see her value. She is clear about what she wants and what she will not tolerate, and she stands firm in that. If a person cannot meet her at the level she deserves, she has no problem walking away. She does not stay in relationships out of fear of being alone or because she is hoping for potential. She believes in love, but she also understands that the right love will never require her to compromise her self worth. She also knows that setting standards is not about being overly demanding or unrealistic. It's about ensuring that she receives the same level of love, effort, and respect that she gives. She understands that a healthy relationship requires reciprocity. If she is kind, supportive, and emotionally available, she expects the same in return. If she is committed and loyal, she requires that same commitment and loyalty from her partner. She does not lower her expectations just to keep someone around. Instead, she raises her energy and attracts a partner who naturally aligns with what she deserves. A confident woman also sets standards through her actions, not just her words. She does not have to constantly remind someone how to treat her because she makes it clear through her behavior. She carries herself with grace and self respect, which naturally commands the same from others. She does not engage in toxic cycles, accept inconsistent effort, or entertain relationships that do not bring her peace. She understands that her time and energy are valuable, and she invests them only in relationships that align with her highest good. She also knows the difference between compromise and sacrifice. Every healthy relationship requires compromise, but a confident woman will never sacrifice her core values, self respect, or happiness just to make a relationship work. She is willing to meet her partner halfway, but she will not shrink herself, suppress her needs, or tolerate disrespect in order to keep someone in her life. Because of her strong standards, the right man will see her as an asset, not a burden. He will appreciate her self-worth rather than feel intimidated by it. He will meet her expectations with enthusiasm, not resentment, because he knows that a woman who values herself will bring the same value to the relationship. And when both partners operate with respect, love, and intention, the relationship flourishes in ways that feel effortless, fulfilling, and deeply connected. A confident woman knows that love should be an addition to her life, not the center of it. She understands the importance of supporting her partner and nurturing the relationship, but she never does so at the expense of losing herself. Too many people enter relationships and slowly start to fade into the background, making their entire world revolve around their partner. But a confident woman maintains her individuality, passions, and purpose while still being a loving and supportive partner. She encourages her partner's growth, celebrates his wins, and stands by his side through challenges. She believes in teamwork and knows that a strong relationship requires both people to uplift and inspire each other. But she also understands that supporting her partner doesn't mean neglecting her own dreams. She continues to pursue her passions, develop her talents, and invest in her personal growth. She does not abandon her goals for the sake of a relationship. Instead, she finds ways to balance love and self development. Because of this, she does not fall into the trap of codependency. She enjoys spending time with her partner, but she is also comfortable being on her own. She doesn't need constant validation or reassurance because she is secure within herself. She trusts that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and independence, not on attachment and fear of being alone. This allows her to give love freely without expecting someone else to complete her or fill a void. A confident woman also understands that a man is most attracted to a woman who is fulfilled within herself. When she has her own passions, interests, and ambitions, she brings a unique energy to the relationship. She is able to contribute meaningful conversations, fresh perspectives, and exciting experiences that keep the relationship dynamic and alive. She does not rely on her partner to be her sole source of happiness. Instead, she shares her happiness with him, creating a relationship that feels empowering rather than restrictive. She also knows that maintaining her own identity benefits the relationship as a whole. When both partners continue to grow as individuals, they bring new strengths, experiences, and wisdom to the relationship. This keeps the connection strong and prevents it from becoming stagnant. A confident woman is not afraid to take time for herself, whether it's pursuing a hobby, focusing on personal development, or simply enjoying solitude. She understands that taking care of herself allows her to show up as the best version of herself in the relationship. She never sees her independence as a threat to love. Instead, she embraces the fact that two whole, fulfilled individuals coming together create a powerful and lasting bond. She understands that love should be about partnership, not possession, and that true connection thrives when both people feel free to be themselves. She doesn't sacrifice who she is to make a relationship work. She brings her full, authentic self into the relationship, knowing that the right partner will love and respect her for exactly that. A confident woman understands that conflict is a natural part of any relationship, but she refuses to let it turn into chaos. She approaches disagreements with a level-headed mindset, focusing on resolution rather than proving a point or winning the argument. She knows that emotional maturity is one of the most powerful tools in maintaining a healthy and thriving relationship. When issues arise, she does not resort to yelling, blaming, or shutting down. Instead, she takes the time to process her emotions before responding. She understands that reacting in the heat of the moment can lead to saying things she doesn't mean or making the situation worse. Because of this, she practices patience and self-control, choosing to communicate in a way that fosters understanding rather than tension. She is mindful of her tone, her words, and her energy, knowing that how she expresses herself will set the tone for how her partner responds. She also listens as much as she speaks. Many people enter conflict with the sole intention of defending themselves, but a confident woman knows that true communication requires active listening. She doesn't interrupt or dismiss her partner's feelings. Instead, she makes a genuine effort to understand where he is coming from. She asks questions, seeks clarity, and remains open to seeing the situation from a different perspective. This creates a space where both partners feel heard, valued, and respected. A confident woman also knows the importance of choosing battles wisely. Not every disagreement needs to turn into a full-blown argument. She understands the difference between issues that truly impact a relationship and minor annoyances that can be let go. She does not engage in unnecessary drama or create conflict just for the sake of it. Instead, she focuses on addressing concerns that genuinely matter while letting go of the small things that don't deserve her energy. She also takes accountability for her actions. Instead of pointing fingers or shifting blame, she is willing to own up to her mistakes and apologize when necessary. She understands that being in a relationship is not about being right all the time. It's about growth and mutual respect. She values harmony over ego and is willing to work through challenges with a spirit of compromise and understanding. At the same time, she expects the same level of emotional maturity from her partner. She does not tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or a lack of effort in resolving conflicts. She communicates her boundaries clearly and expects them to be honored. If a disagreement escalates to a toxic level, she is willing to step back and create space until a productive conversation can take place. Her approach to conflict strengthens the relationship rather than weakening it. Because she prioritizes open, respectful communication, her partner feels safe expressing his thoughts and emotions. This deepens the trust and connection between them, allowing them to navigate challenges as a team rather than as opponents. Her ability to handle conflict with grace and maturity not only prevents unnecessary stress, but also fosters a deeper, more loving bond. A confident woman understands that the energy she brings into a relationship has a direct impact on its success. She is intentional about creating an atmosphere of peace, love, and emotional security rather than one filled with drama, stress, or unnecessary tension. She knows that while passion and excitement are important, a relationship cannot thrive in constant chaos. Instead, she focuses on cultivating an environment where both she and her partner feel safe, valued, and understood. She does not engage in toxic behaviors like emotional manipulation, silent treatments, or unnecessary arguments just to get attention. She does not create problems where there are none or seek validation through conflict. Instead, she operates from a place of emotional stability and self-awareness. She recognizes that love should not feel like a battlefield, and she makes a conscious effort to approach her relationship with kindness, patience, and understanding. A confident woman also knows how to manage her emotions in a healthy way. She does not allow small frustrations or external stressors to dictate the mood of her relationship. If she is feeling overwhelmed, she takes the time to process her feelings rather than projecting negativity onto her partner. She communicates when something is bothering her instead of bottling it up or lashing out unexpectedly. This level of emotional intelligence prevents unnecessary conflicts and deepens the bond between her and her partner. She also fosters peace by knowing when to let things go. Not every disagreement needs to turn into a drawn out argument, and not every imperfection in her partner needs to be criticized. She focuses on what truly matters in the relationship rather than nitpicking over small, insignificant things. She chooses her battles wisely and leads with grace, knowing that mutual respect is more important than always being right. A confident woman understands the power of positivity. She is intentional about bringing warmth, encouragement, and uplifting energy into her relationship. She speaks life into her partner, supports his ambitions, and reassures him in moments of doubt. She does not belittle, nag, or tear him down, but instead, she inspires him to be his best self. Her presence feels like a safe space, a place where he can be vulnerable, express his fears, and receive love without judgment. She also values peace within herself. She takes care of her own emotional well being and does not expect her partner to be responsible for her happiness. She engages in self care, sets healthy boundaries, and prioritizes personal growth. Because she is fulfilled within herself, she does not bring insecurity, jealousy, or neediness into the relationship. She trusts her partner and the bond they share, eliminating unnecessary suspicion or emotional instability. Her ability to create peace in the relationship does not mean she avoids difficult conversations or suppresses her needs. Instead, she approaches challenges with a calm and solution-oriented mindset. She works through disagreements in a way that strengthens the relationship rather than damaging it. Her partner feels at ease around her, knowing that he can come home to a woman who brings comfort, not conflict, and love, not turmoil. Ladies, confidence is one of the most attractive qualities you can bring into a relationship. It's not about being perfect, it's about knowing your worth, loving yourself fully, and refusing to accept anything less than the love you deserve. A confident woman doesn't chase, she attracts. She doesn't beg, she chooses. And because of that, she creates a love that is fulfilling, powerful, and built to last.